So I wanted to do a series of little videos and clips on what has happened so that when there are things to post, I can post it, because there is not information about this happening many places. And y'all are like, what is she doing? I have these wonderful things that have been invented noise canceling headphones. And I'll start with, in the last week of February, I was a substitute, and for like almost a whole week, I left on a Thursday, and I left with like laryngitis and just probably over talked more than I. And we sing songs. It was kindergarten, so it's a lot of fun. But just left there, not feeling, or feeling like I had left, everything at the job, which was good. And the next morning, I woke up and I called my primary care doctor and said, I am pretty sure I have a upper respiratory infection. It was gross, but what I was coughing up was just very thick and a darker color, and I knew I needed to go ahead and jump on the antibiotic game so I could hopefully get to feeling better. 5 days goes by. Day 3, usually I feel a little bit better, but still had very low voice or no voice, whispered. And my husband did enjoy it. He actually said he was ready for me to talk normal. So some of you saying that, but a few days later, I noticed my ears were kind of, and not just popping, but like I could hold my nose and blow and have like some pressure change. But there was this really loud ringing noise the Wednesday night of that week. It was the first week of March. And it woke me up. And I kind of looked around. I'm like, huh? And I tried to clear my nose and pop my ear, and it wouldn't unpop. My left ear would not. My right ear did, so I was like, okay, fine. So I went back to sleep. Didn't really think much of it until the next morning. I got the kids off to school and just wasn't feeling like, I was like, this is not right. Like, I can't hear anything. So I went to an urgent care just in our town, and I'd been there before with my kid for stitches, and so I was like, you know what? I need to go. And he looked and didn't see any infection, didn't see anything. He's like, it doesn't show anything, so I'm going to give you a shot of steroid. It's probably just like fluid. And I'm going to give you a shot of steroid, and I'm going to also call in an oral steroid. I want you to take it if you don't feel better in a few days. I was like, okay. This was on a Thursday. Well, on Saturday, I started starting to get kind of uneasy, like walking, just a little dizzy. Nothing like it is now, which is wonderful, because I'm glad it didn't just full on start like that. But it started to kind of rock my world a little bit more, each certain things. So we go to church, and so on Sunday morning I went to church like normal. We were in the 8 o'clock service, and we were in the Sunday school. And I remember in Sunday school, like, going in, and I said to my sweet teacher, his wife, I said, my ears are hurting me. My ear's hurting me. Like, I'm hurting. Something's something's not right. Please pray for me. And they did. And in the service, like in the choir, I sing, and I was like, something's not right. Something's not going right. So the anxiety started to build up a little bit more of like, this is not. And I thought maybe it could just be the steroids, like, because steroids, oral steroids, make me jittery and feel out of control. There's a car going by right now, and I can hear the music playing in the radio because of this. But I went Monday morning. I called around, couldn't find anybody in my area, but I found an urgent care ENT, and they said, can you be here, I think at 1:30, and my precious aunt took me because at this point I did not feel safe driving. It's like almost every morning, it's almost like the liquid and the equilibrium is off more every day, every morning. But I've been noticing when I went into the doctor, I saw the PA there, and they didn't tell me that the doctor was on vacation and wouldn't be back until that next Monday, but she saw me. She told me what it's called. It's called sudden sensorineural hearing loss, and it is a lot of people, it's called idiopathic, which is just they don't know what caused it or what happened. So I like, it doesn't even like register sometimes that how much I failed the hearing test. It began to hurt, like the more that they tried to put sound in that ear and then plugged the other ear, because I was hearing it from the other side because of the vibrations and then the pressure. It just almost, and it made me sick. It made me so sick in that little booth. And I'm already dreading the next one, so she sent me for an MRI, a stat MRI. I had to call for that. If you don't advocate for your health, they have so many things going on, and I understand we're not in the same system as we were before. I don't even know if I ever was in that system, but you have to advocate for yourself. I know that as a mom, I know that as a special needs mom, I know that as a sister and a daughter when my mom was in her state. I know that we're just at that place. So I did it. I called, and I was hurting. I'm uncomfortable, and the pressure, and then it's just getting used to things, but like being shaky. I don't even know. You probably can't tell. You probably can. My camera might be shaking. Didn't think about that. It hurts to talk after the end of the day. Like there's just so much going on. And emotionally, it is taxing because the only things that you can read are what other people have posted, and it's just not good news. It's just so I advocated for the MRI, had that the next day, so I had a Tuesday in between. I had to call the place. They had to get the order. They did not get the order in. Then they got it, and the lady spent 30 minutes on the phone finding someone to do it the next morning. Had the MRI. They read it, did all the things very quickly. No one from the place read it or opened it until I emailed and I called to see, can somebody let me know, because I know the portals, but they could not. Or it's like they didn't have it until Friday. I called. I'm like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I need help. I need someone to say hey, there's not a tumor, or hey, there is, or we're going to do this, or the plan is this. No. I had to, you have to like just stay on it because you don't get the same person twice. So I did. I stayed on as much as I could and got somebody to do a telehealth visit on Friday afternoon, like almost 4 o'clock. So they're ready to go. I was told it was going to be with a surgeon. It was not. It was with another PA. And she was opening the email from the MRI, which I had already read because I had the portal. That was done Wednesday at like 10 a.m. It was just sad. And I had questions, but I was I wasn't in a place mentally. This is physical, and it's annoying because of the constant, it's not even static. It's just like this constant noise. And so you've got that going, and then you've got like some of the high-pitched stuff happening every once in a while, some clicking, in your brain, in your background, and you can't close the tabs. I have children here that I have to listen out for. If they're awake, you have to be on it, and it's sad. There's not another place. There's not another word to describe it. It is the saddest sense of state that I'm in, mentally, physically. Like they're like, oh, people say, you have your other ear. Let's talk about this other ear. When your brain has something shut off, it uses the other senses or the other ear, in this case, to try to solve a problem it can't solve. And so everything is so loud. It is intense and dramatic. We live very close to the train, and so it took me a little while to get used to what to do. And I have to put a foam earplug in a lot of times, and just like take cover. But can be cars that go by with really loud music, or also little bitty birds that are just loud. I can hear them. I have like this, I have shaking that occurs when it's just like the overstimulation and the over awareness of things. I've read wonderful articles from people all over the world that have posted or kept like blogs of the things that they're doing, days. And today was my first day in the hyperbaric chamber. Oh my word. At first I was like, this is not going to work. But the precious people there just really just talk you through it. And that facility was the first facility that I feel heard, and they desire me to get better. And I know they have other people, like they have other patients, but they make me feel like I'm important. My health is important. My hearing is important. So that was good, and I felt very confident going in there today because I could ask questions and get answers. And if they don't know the answer, they find out, and then they let me know. So I'm excited about that. I do have like these just weird, they're just chills. I think a lot of it is anxiousness and the unknown. I hear my son. I sweat underneath my armpits when I think about having to go out in public. Even just to that appointment today, my husband drove me, and I was as nervous as I could be. It's not, he's a wonderful driver. It's not that. It's the noise of the roads, and it's the noise of the tires and the traffic around me. Like, thinking about it, I mean, I'm not joking. It is absolutely overwhelming. And I'm a mama. So, like, I think my biggest question is, how do people learn to live like this? This has been going on 2 weeks. Tomorrow. 2 weeks without hearing. And then, like, the way that it's affected this year has been a lot. I'm so dizzy. Not spinning room or falling, but uneasy. Like, I have to take very slow steps, and just careful when I close my eyes. It's very, very high intensity. And I notice now, like, I'm making sure I pronunciate, because I've noticed watching videos and blogs that people don't pronunciate once they have to, or once they pass a certain point of their hearing or no hearing journey, how their speech starts to slow down in the pronunciations in the back or the last sounds. So I'm really careful about that, because I don't want to forget, but I understand why. It hurts. It hurts to do the CH and the TH and the S's and the X's. It hurts. It is a sensitive area from here up. And strange things like showering, when you wash your hair, you don't feel, I can feel that I have my hair. I can feel it. I can't feel the water on it. I can't feel that it's wet. It's like, I know it is, because I'm under the water spigot. But it doesn't feel like it. So I had to check. I'm like, what's going on? Just strange. But they said it's just part of your sensors. You're like, those things are just off. So I don't even know what today's date is. I think it's the 18th of March. And I saw the ENT on the 9th. The VA. I'll see them tomorrow. The ENT is going to be doing a steroid perfusion, and it sounds about as exciting as it is. It will be a steroid going through the ear, and it's not even a dread. Like, I'm willing to try anything. The results from, there's not much on like Instagram or social media about it, but on YouTube there is some people from Spain and even the Americas that have experienced this and have told about their stuff. And some people with autoimmune diseases, this is more like they are like not prepared for it, but that's what their doctors say it's from. I do not have any of that. There's a train. And I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that is so flippin' loud. There was a moment that I had, yesterday was one of the most emotional days, because I tried to do stuff to push it, because you can't just, I want to just be in the bed and be under the covers where protected. Nobody can like hurt me, hurt my ear, hurt my hearing. But that's not healthy. And so I put my big girl panties up, literally and figuratively, and put my headphones on and just pray through things like dishes. That was really hard in the kitchen. I can't be in there without these, with microwave running, or like if a bunch of people are in the room. And then when the dryer's going, oh my stars. But so the other day I put the dryer on and I put the foam that I use at night, the foam earplug, and then I put this over top. It's like doubled up. And I couldn't hear a daggone thing, but it was okay. If I'm needed, they'll either call me back or I couldn't. It was not worth it, not worth the stress. So learning what to do, it takes a while for any hearing aids, is what I'm hearing. No pun intended, I guess a little bit of pun intended. And then it'll take a while for that and getting used to all those things, but just stomaching that's probably going to be the route. And then giving myself a challenge each day. One day was blow drying my hair. I think it's the worst. I love cleaning my house. And so vacuuming, the next one we have a Dyson, and I think there's a quiet Dyson. I'm going to try that. I don't know. I don't know what to do because, again, we're trying to do something every day. Like I walked around outside and my husband was doing some yard work and it's usually fun and it's like our time and I had to come in, but I did for a minute, like just kind of got my hands in the dirt for just a minute. And I'm like, I need to stop. But it was good. It's proving. But then I came in and had to sit down for a few minutes just to relax. It's going to be a tough journey, is what I'm hearing. And I'm a tough girl. It's not going to be easy. I want to pass this test. I don't even want to pass. Like, I don't have to pass with an A. Maybe I'll just pass with like a D. But I do want to pass this test. I want to come out on the other end helping someone else, proving to myself that I can do hard things, and remembering that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Even if it's just with one ear that's working, it's going to be okay. I'm not all alone in this. There are so many people that do battle with it. And if I can help, just like some of those people have just posted, and it's not even long things. It's just, today's the first day of this, or I'm going in to hear about this hearing aid, or this bone baha, but I don't remember. But one of the first ladies I met at the hyperbaric chamber group here, she didn't have the SSHL. Her and her twin sister have their family. It's just hereditary for hearing loss. And so she was talking to me about hearing aids, and it just almost softened my heart for the what is to come, and it's going to be okay, that other people go through it. And I know I'm not alone in it, and I know that like there's other things happening. But I'll be very, really, very, very excited to get off of the oral steroids. I feel like that might have a lot to do with my anxieties and the way it makes me feel on the outside and inside. I know I eat all the time, and I don't like to chew things that are loud. I wanted some Mexican food the other day, and I chose like something totally different because I didn't want to like chew it. So it's like some little small choices like that can be made to help you mentally, and finding other things that are sweet, and like a cantaloupe the other day was what I wanted. I got it. Some peaches, little thing. At least it doesn't take much just to enjoy some little things. But anticipation of some things upcoming for me. Not just this appointment, but my son's birthday is Friday. Today's Wednesday. It's almost Thursday. And the amount of noise and excitement that will come from him and celebrating a birthday in the house is gut-wrenching. So, and I don't want to miss it. So, I will just choose to hurt. And it sucks. It sucks so bad. But I'm determined to pass the test. But nobody says you have to pass with an A. I was straightening up some today, and my husband scared the turkey out of me. I mean, so bad. It took me 20 minutes to get my heart rate down. I just couldn't hear him because I had put in a dryer load, and it's little things like that I'm going to have to get used to. And he's so sweet. So, if you are a believer like I am, would you pray and ask Christ to soothe the hearts of the people who are suffering with this and prepare us for what is to come next? Peace for the journey, joy along the way, because this is not forever. This is temporary. And I will have to remember that. This season is just temporary. I live in North Carolina, and the joke is we have all 4 seasons in one day. And that is true. And I feel like that has been my life right now. But it's okay. So, welcome to the journey with me, if you'd like to be a part of it. If you don't, hey, that's on you. I will try to post some things as it comes up and keep you up to date. Y'all have a good one.